Hello everyone, this is our weekly reading for the week of December 30th. I cannot believe that this is the last weekly reading of 2019 and I am super excited. Normally I don't post the weeklies here, I do this on my website, but starting this week and moving forward, I'm going to be having the weekly readings on YouTube again. Way back when I first started my channel, I used to do the weeklies here, and then I changed, and now we're back here again. In case you're wondering why I'm doing weekly readings, I've always been doing them. It's just I'm now bringing them back home to where they began. Let's get started. So how I typically do is I look at what we're confronting, what tools will we be able to use or will we be using, and then the outcome. What is the week? How does the week end? What are some takeaways from this week, etc. And I've already shuffled them. If many of you have watched my channel, you know that I deal exclusively with jumpers, meaning that these cards jumped. To save time, I lay them out and already have them here, but I'm thinking next year I probably will show you guys how I shuffle and how they come about, how I get ready to put them down on the spread, and then I'll do the reading. We'll try something a little bit different next year. All right, let's begin. So what we are confronting, what we are facing, what's happening. We have the Salmon card in the negative position. And then we have Toxic. So what I'm getting from this is that it feels like 2019 is having a hard time saying goodbye. Life is really all about toil and strife at the beginning and mid part of the week, it feels like. And, you know, we need to keep our eyes on the prize and keep moving and staying focused. The humdrum of daily life is, you know, it could be a drag. And, you know, as long as we keep swimming, as long as we keep going, we will eventually get to where we're trying to go. And also in the mid part to the end part of the week, we're recognizing a situation for the level of toxicity that it holds. And we're becoming conscious about how we are going to choose to extricate ourselves from the situation. And that's a good thing. That's a really, really good thing, I think. So be tactical in how we detach and keep it secret. Keep this information safe with yourself and see it through. Don't, use this as a sign about a particular situation that you may be going through that is toxic, and that, yes, if your intuition is telling you that you need to somehow get out of it, whether it's at work, whether it's in a relationship, whatever, or a friendship, whatever it may be, this is a sign from spirit to you saying, yes, you need to start to quietly pull away, cut ties. All right, so the tools that we'll be utilizing. We have UFO in the active position and transformation. So the tools, interestingly enough, is all about memorializing this time by journaling, talking about it, or drawing pictures, or taking pictures or photographs, and openly sharing on social media about this time in our lives. Because I know I use my social media sometimes as a way of memorializing things that are happening. And I don't always share the photos with everyone or share particular posts with everyone. I actually have little groups that I would share certain things with. So I think this is an important time of taking a moment to memorialize what's going on. And because in the future, you may not even believe what had happened during this little moment of time. So it's best to somehow to capture it, is what I'm getting from this card. And then with transformation, this card comes up one way or the other over the last few weeks. This is an immense time of transformation. and it calls for us to honor it. So in the tools position, it's what I'm getting from it is that maybe this is an important time to celebrate this time of transformation with ritual, with a ceremony, and to bless this transformation with pure intention and awareness. And what I mean by that is that for myself, for example, what I do is I do an end of the year ritual or ceremony, sometimes by myself and sometimes with my close family members, like my sister and my kids. And we, put on slips of paper things that we want to leave behind in 2019. And at sunset, we, as the sun is setting, we make the room completely dark. We have a big bowl where we light a fire of the things that we wish to release and let go and say goodbye to in 2019. And then what we do is we do a dawning of 2020, for example. We light up a bunch of white candles to the point where the room is completely illuminated with light, and that is a end of the year ceremony, welcoming in of the new. It really, for me, sometimes it's super important to honor the transformation that's happening at hand. So that's just one example. There's many, many different things people can do to memorialize what they're going through at this point in their life, or to honor the transformation that's at hand. And we are in immense transformation at this time, whether we know it or not. I think many of us do know it, and we're feeling every bit of it. And it doesn't always have to be bad. The transformation that we're going through doesn't have to be arduous all the time, although it sometimes it's just an inherent part of it. Sometimes hard times are an inherent part of the birthing process of a new way of being, of a new situation we are going through. Okay, outcome. How does the weekend? What are some takeaways? And we have the cave and the active position. And so what I'm getting from this is that we are going to deeper and darker places, and it may bring up some fears and difficulties for us. There may be difficult times. These may be difficult times, I should say. But know that the path is always difficult, always arduous, just before you reach the top of something, just before you get to the end of the valley, for example, or just before you reach the top of the mountain. Things get a little treacherous as you go, as you climb, as you move deeper. But on the other side is something amazing, right? So it just is going to, I get a sense that, after you climb up, certain caves are such where you have to climb to a point where you're going to emerge to the surface, and you're going to then be able to see beautiful lavender fields of peace. And it's important to keep going, keep getting, emerging from the cave, and then being able to see the beautiful wide openness that's before us. So I love that. I love that. And we have growth. Okay, so as we emerge from the dark caves, we are going to see amazing growth in ourselves and in the life around us. There is decided growth in goals and improved situations and relationships. And the hard shadow work is finally paying off. That's what I get from this cave over the growth card. So then finally our bonus message, and this is the sense that I got from this week's bonus message, the waning crescent. Some of the key words that are associated with it, I should say, is banishing, expulsion, endings, cutting ties. And so I get a sense that the overall theme for this week is about endings, and that beautiful new beginnings are on the other side, is what I get a sense of. So that is the overall theme I get for this particular week, is endings and new beginnings at hand. Isn't that exciting? Well, happy New Year, my beautiful friends. I am so excited for us 2020 is going to be amazing. And I'm so excited to hear about how it unfolds for each of you. I love when people tell me how things are going for them and how things kind of manifest for them and whatnot. So don't hesitate sharing. I do read all the messages. I don't always respond right away, but eventually I do. And I do read the messages almost as soon as I can, immediately. But know that I love hearing from you. I am rooting for each of you. And thank you so much for being on my journey. I'm so blessed. All right, guys, so much love. Super blessings to all of you. Bye.